Today's lesson is the fourth lesson in chapter 4, solving percent problems. What we're going to do today, we'll be able to solve questions like these questions. Let's see, like this one. Find the percent of the number. 90% of 20. 75% of 32. To start, I want you to open your books page and help me. What page is this?
182.
Yes, thank you, Saad. So
You're
go
welcome.
ahead. Everyone, open your books page 182.
The teacher will open it.
Okay, Fahad. Okay, let's start with the key idea here of this lesson. But before I start, I will give you the main idea, but I want to ask you a question. What is the whole one as a percent? What is the whole one as a percent?
100.
Yes, excellent, Saad. So the whole one is 100%. And now, if you understand this, you should understand that any number less than 100% is less than the whole one, and any number greater than 100% is greater than the whole one. For example, this one is 80%. This is greater than or less than 1. Which is greater, the whole one or the 80%?
The whole one.
Yes, Nasrallah? The whole one, of course. The whole one is greater.
100.
Okay, now I want someone to give me an example of a percent that is greater than the whole one.
Me, teacher, can you give
Yes, Kareem.
I give you an example? Me, I am Saad.
Saad? Okay, Saad.
Maybe like 120%.
Yes, 120%. This is greater than the whole one.
Greater than 1.
Okay. Thank you, Saad. Kareem, you are using your mic. Will you please mute your mic?
I will tell you now why the 100% is
Yes.
bigger than the whole one number.
Okay, that's
The whole one.
true also. Okay, please mute your mics and please listen carefully. So now we understand that if I want 100% of, let's say, 10. What is 100% of 10? 100%, okay, just listen. Wait, just listen. 100% of a number means that I want the whole number, because 100% is the whole one. So 100% of the 10 is 10. And is not 10%, it's 10, just 10, a number 10. And any percent less than 100 of the 10 should be less than 10. Okay, let's see this example that we have here. Right, the main idea is write percent as a fraction or decimal, then multiply by the whole. The percent times the whole equals the part. Okay, let's see this example here. We have 20% of 60. We need to find this 20% of 60. So we can rewrite 20% as 0.2 as a decimal and multiply it by 60. And we can rewrite it as a fraction and multiply it by 60. And in both cases, we will get the same answer, 12. Now, I want to ask a question. What is the meaning of this word of in mathematics? What is the meaning of this word? As you see here, we translated this word to be what?
Multiply.
Excellent. So of means multiply. It's the same as multiplication. When I say a percent of a number, so you should multiply the percent by the number. And you will convert the percent as and write it as a decimal or as a fraction and multiply it by the number. So that's what we're going to do. And what do we have here? What is this? This is a model to show the answer. You know that 20%, if you divide the whole one, which is 100%, and you want to show 20%, so you will write it 20%, 40%, 60%, 80%. As you know, 20% is the fifth of the distance. So we need to divide the 60 by 5 to get the first one here, so it will be 12. Let's see more examples. And for the next example, I will use this page. 25% of 40 is what number? Hashim? Hashim? Nawaf?
Yes.
Okay, Nawaf. So let's start with the meaning of this word. What do we mean by of?
For 40.
What do we mean of this word in math? When we write a percent of a number?
Division, I think so.
No, multiplication.
Multiplication.
Okay,
Sorry.
so what we're going to do now, we will write the 25% as a decimal or as a fraction. Let's rewrite it as a fraction. What is 25%?
25 and then 100.
Great. In the simplest form, we know that this is 1/4. Right?
Yes.
So 25% of 40 is... Any problems? Okay, so
Mr. Hashim said he's here.
25% of 40 is 1/4 of 40. Now, what is 1/4 of 40?
1/4 of 40. 10.
Yes. So we can divide 40 by 4. We get 10.
Would be 10.
So the answer is 10. We can use mental math to check this. How? It's fourth. Fourth of 40. What is half of 40?
It is 20.
Great. So half of 40 is 20 and fourth of 40 is 10. And we can use also this way to check our answer. 10% of 40 is 4. So 5% of 40 is half this 4. So it's 2. Now, let's put them together. 10, 10, and 5 to make 25. So 10% plus 10% plus 5%. 4 plus 4 plus 2. 4 plus 4 plus 2 equals 10. So this is one way that we can use to check our answer. And also we can use a model. It's the fourth. 25% is fourth. 50% is half. 75% is 3/4. And of course 100% is the whole one. The whole is 40, so the fourth is 10. So we have many ways to check our answer. Okay, now let's go back to the book and let's try to solve these questions. Saad? Saad Shaibi?
Yes, teacher, yes.
Go ahead.
We will solve question number
Question
one.
number 1.
Okay, 90% of 20.
Let's write it as a
Teacher,
fraction.
I have. Okay. 0.9 maybe.
This is decimal. I want it as a fraction.
90.
Yes? Yes?
90.
The fraction, we have 90 in the numerator and down 100, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we can write this as 90 over 100. And we can simplify it to be 9 tenths. And what is the meaning of this word of?
Multiplication.
Okay, so let's multiply this by 20. When you multiply, you can simplify first. So let's simplify the 20 divided by 10. So it's the same like this. You multiply by 9 and divide by 10. So let's divide by 10 first, then multiply the remaining.
Okay.
20 divided 10.
10 divided by 20 is 2.
20 divided 10 is 2. Now we have this is 2, and this is now nothing, 1. Now 9 times 2.
9 times 2 equal 18.
Great, thank you, Saad.
You're welcome.
Teacher, this lesson is a bit difficult.
Who's this? Ibrahim?
Yeah.
What
it's a
about
bit
question number
difficult
2,
to me. I
Ibrahim?
don't understand it
Ibrahim,
that much.
Stop. Question number 2, Ibrahim.
75% of 32.
Go ahead. Write the 75 as a fraction.
75% is 75 out of 100.
Great, in the simplest form.
Wait.
We know that 75 is 3/4.
Just a minute. It's wait. So 75 divided by 25.
75% is 3/4, Ibrahim. I told you that many times.
I'm sorry.
So, okay, 75 is, and of course, yes, you can divide by 25, but we know it. Let's do it quickly. And what is the meaning of this word?
3, 4 of multiplied by.
Okay, we'll multiply it by 32. How to multiply a fraction by a number? You can simplify.
You can simplify. So put 32 over 4.
Okay, let's divide 32 by 4.
Is 32 divided by 4 equals 8.
Okay, and of course here the 4 will be 1.
Okay. Yeah. So
Now,
3 over 1 times 8.
3
So
times 8.
equals 24.
That's it. Do you have any problems now, Ibrahim?
Yes, I get it now.
Okay, guys. So now, do you have any problems?
No.
We can do this if we have percents as fractions that we can use easily with the number that we have.
Understand very well.
We didn't finish, my hero. And you didn't solve anything. My heroes, do not use your mics without permission. And you just give me a second. Let me show you again what we're doing here. We write the fraction, the percent as a fraction, and use the word of as multiplication, and just multiply it by the number. That's it. That's all what we're doing. Okay? Now, let's see another way that you can use But you said that you have problems with this one. So let's take a quick mission, then go back to continue. Okay, I'll stop now and I'll send to you a link to solve by yourselves. Then we can continue. Okay, now let's see the answers. And let's start with the first question. Talal, are you here? Nasrallah? Nasrallah? Faris?
Yes, Mr. Yes,
Teacher, Ibrahim, I got it all right.
Okay, Nasrallah, go ahead. 29 hundredths as a percent?
29 is equal to 29%.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, in the next question, we need to write 18% as decimal. Hamad? Hamad? Rawi?
Yes, Mr. Rawi, I'm here.
Okay, Rawi.
Mister, I'm here. Teacher.
Okay, wait, Hamad, for the next question.
18% is equal to, as a decimal, the first one, 0.80.
0.18. Okay, thank you, my hero. Okay, now, Hamad?
Yes, teacher.
In math, what does the word of means? What does the word of mean?
Multiply.
Multiply. Excellent. Okay. Now, let's move to the next question. Mustafa?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, go ahead.
What is 25% of 80?
Okay, as a fraction, what is 25% in the simplest form?
1/4.
Okay, it's 1/4. So we need to find 1/4 of 80.
20.
And excellent. So we divide 80 by 4. Then we multiply by 1. So 80 divided by 4 equals 20. And this will be 1. So 1 times 20 equals 20. So the correct choice is 20. Thank you, Mustafa. Any problems?
No.
Okay. In the next one, 50%. Muhammad Bilal? Muhammad Bilal?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, what is 50% as a fraction?
112.5.
Okay, but this is not my question. What is 50% as a fraction?
15 over 100.
50 over 100 in the simplest form?
Half.
Half. So we know that 50% is half. So we need half of this amount. And how to divide it by 2? Let's divide it by 2. That's it. That's all what we are doing here. Let's divide. 2 divided by 2 equals 1. And 2 divided by 2 equals 1. And 5 divided by 2 equals 2. And the remainder is 1. So it's 112 and half, or 112.5.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Muhammad. Okay, guys, any problems?
No, teacher, no.
For the next question, we need 75%. As you see here, we are using percents that we already know. كريم الحر. كريم.
I'm here, teacher.
Okay, Karim, what is 75%?
Yes. Is 140.
What is 75% as a fraction? What?
140.
What is 140?
100,
Do you hear me?
I mean
Karim, do you hear me?
75.
What is 75% as a fraction?
175.
No. It's 3/4.
Teacher, can I answer?
No, Karim is answering. Karim, use your mic. The question that I asked you, what is 75% as a fraction? And 75% as a fraction is 3/4. So we need 3/4 of 240. So let's multiply it by 240. So we should divide by 4, then multiply by 3. Let's do it. Divide by 4. Divide by 4. 24 divided 4.
24 divided by 4 is 4.
What? Karim, do not mute your mic when you answer. I cannot hear you.
6.
Okay, do not mute your mic when you answer. And 0 divided by 4?
0 divided by 4 is 4.
Is what? What? 0. Karim, focus. Do not mute your mic.
0.
So 240 divided by 4 equals 60. Now multiply 60 by 3. 3 times 6.
3 times 6 is 18.
And we have the 0, so the answer is
80.
no,
180.
Yes, 180. Thank you, Karim. Okay, guys, any problems with this question? Okay, let's move to the next one. And this one is a story problem. We need to read it first. Talal, are you here? Nawaf?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, a student earned a grade of 80% on a math test that had 20 problems. How many problems on the test did the student answer correctly?
So, to find the number of the correct answers, we should find 80% of 20.
20.
Okay, let's do it. What is 20? What is 80% as a fraction?
80 over 100.
Okay, let's remove the 0 and it will be?
It will be 8 over 10.
And off means?
Off means subtract.
What?
Means times.
Yes, okay.
We
now,
time.
let's divide 20 by 10, then multiply by 8.
What did you say, mister?
20 divided 10.
Okay, it will be 10 divided. Okay, it will be 2.
Now, 8
2
times
8 will be
2.
16. The answer is 16.
Yes, 8 times 2 equals 16. So the correct choice is 16 problems. So this student solved 16 correct questions. Thank you, Noaf. Any problems?
No.
Okay, now let's go back to the book. And here in example 2, we have another way to solve the same problems. And this time we will use the ratio table. Okay, let's see it in this example. 60% of 150 is what number? To do it, we can do it as we did before. You can rewrite 60% as 60 over 100 or 6 over 10. Like this, let's do it one more time. So we can write it 6 over 10 and multiply it by 150. Then divide 150 by 10. It will be 15. And now multiply 6 by 15. 6 times 5 is 30. And 6 times 1 is 6 plus 3 is 9. So it's 90. Let's see the answer in another way. I raise this one and let's see the other way. We will use a ratio table to find the part. Let one row be the part and the other be the whole. So in the part here we have the percent is 60 over 100. So 60 over 100. 60 is the part and the whole is 100. And now, what is 150? Is it the part or the whole? Help me, my heroes. 150 is the part or whole?
One hundred fifty is the whole.
Is the part or whole?
Is the part.
No.
Is it the whole?
Yes, it's the whole. Okay, so now we write here 150. Before I continue, do you have any problems with forming this table? The part
No.
60, the whole 100. And we have the whole 150, and we need to find the part of 150 that is equivalent to the 60%. Okay, now let's divide 60 and 100 by 2. We get 30 over 50. Then multiply the 50 by 3 to get 150. So we need to multiply 30 by 3. What is 30 times 3?
90.
Yes, Muhammad, excellent. So the answer is 90. 60% of 150 is 90. So now you have two different ways to find the percent of a number. Okay, do you have any problems? So this is the first way.
I have a question.
Yes, you can ask.
Mister, this is the easiest way.
Yes, you can use any of the two ways. Yes, Fahad, ask.
Mister, divide 2 and multiply 3 from where you printed.
Okay. I divided by 2 because I want a number that I can make it 150. What part of 100 can you make 150? 50. How you get the 50? Dividing by 2. It's easy now to multiply 50 by 3 to get 150. So that's what we are thinking of. We are thinking of this part. 100, we want to make it 50 because we need it to be 150. So we divide it by 2 first to make it 50, then multiply it by 3 to make it 150. And we do exactly the same with the 60. So we get the answer directly. Okay, my heroes. We'll continue with the same lesson, inshallah, tomorrow. See you then, and goodbye.
Goodbye.